What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Congratulations to Tay Rock reaching the milestone of 50 battles on the URL. 50 battles on the URL. And on his 50th battle, he went up against Miss Hustle. Let me just say it was a fire battle from both of them. 3 rounds of fire definitely was a classic. She came with it, he came with it, man, and they definitely put on, especially when most people had the count of the king versus queen 2-2 going into them for the tiebreaker. However y'all may decide who won, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's on y'all. But with that being said, also at Rock's 50th battles, another milestone was reached. Apparently, the URL reached a record of, on caffeine, 1,200,000 viewers on caffeine. 1,200,000, which is being recorded 30-something million in that one day. That's how much they is reportedly made. Going at $25, going for $25. That's what's being said, how much was being made there. Let me show y'all this. Look at that, 1.1 million watching. 1.1 million was watching right there. In order to watch, you had to pay $25. You had to pay $25 to unlock this event. And look how many people was watching again. $1.1 million. But by the time this event was over, it went up to 1.2 million. 1,200,000 watching at $25 a pop. So they made $30 million. And this is what I was trying to say. Charging all that money for them pay-per-views, that's not really good. Sometimes less is better. That's what them white people know. Them white people, they good at governing. They good at economics and money and banking. They good at that stuff. Brothers be trying to get the most that they can get with less. Them white people know charge less to get the most. Brothers want to charge the most and get the less. Them white people know charge less and get the most. So while Remy them and Smack them want to charge $65 to $55 a pay-per-view, well, them white people cut theirs in half. With a major card. Cut it in half with a major card, $25. Therefore, more people is going to watch. I really don't want to watch a bootleg when I could just pay the little $25. I'd rather pay the $25 than watch a bootleg. If I can get the real thing for cheap, I don't need to watch the bootleg. And I get to own it and it's mine. That's what they don't get because they always looking for the most. So you rather charge $65 event to get 5,000-6,000 people to pay for it, rather than cutting that in half by 25 to 20 to get 300,000 people watching. So who really made the most money? Yeah, you charged the 65 event. Smack them charged the $50 a pay-per-view. So y'all got a few thousand people watch. Them people charged $25 and got 1.2 million people to watch. 1.2 million. And walked away with 30 million. That's just for right now. That's on today. You know this thing's still selling, right? You know it's going to keep selling throughout the week, right? So on the first day of release, they pocketed 30 million just on the back end alone. 30 million on the back end alone. Right. It still ain't hit the app yet to get so they can get their cut. It's still going on VOD. And as the bloggers get to releasing all their recaps and talking about it and things like that, people gonna go buy it even more. Plus, it's cheap. And what's crazy, look, they didn't even start promoting it to the last 6 days. So they just did this out the fly with really no promotion. Imagine if they would have pushed the promotion from the beginning. Because they were trying to decide whether or not they should do it free or not. As a result of giving it to us for free for so long, they didn't know how the people were going to receive it. So you know what they said? Like, man, just F it. Just put it up there. Let's see what happens. Look, see, they needed to at least see the numbers for themselves. They at least needed to see the numbers for themselves. And now they seeing what really worked. It's the same thing I've been saying for the longest. You have to at least see the numbers. You can't say no if you haven't saw the numbers. And when you're doing it for the people and you're making it affordable and you're making it fair, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. This is a big major business that we can clearly see. And y'all know them numbers was real. You know how you know them numbers was real? Because every URL event they have on Caffeine, they'll be like, we streaming #1. We streaming. Keep sharing. Keep following. We streaming #1. We on the top #1. Do you know they wasn't saying that throughout the night? You know they wasn't saying that? Because they saw those numbers. They saw those numbers. So they didn't want to say it. They usually be like, oh, we 300,000 people watching, 400,000 people watching. Why wasn't they so anxious to say 1.2 million people watching? Why they didn't want to say that? Because they don't want people to be mindful of how much money was just made. Remember a couple of years back, they were talking about, oh, y'all did the event and made 2 million in one night. Okay, well, they did the event today and made 30 million in one night. Now what? They know the numbers was true. They know the numbers was true. They didn't want people to know that. So now they finna start hiding the numbers now. Since they see what they got going on, they finna start hiding the numbers. Why? Because they don't want the battle rappers to see what's being made. Because guess what? Now since the battle rappers see what's being made, now guess what? It's time to huddle. It's time to renegotiate. It's time for contract extensions. See what I'm saying? But now they can shift the blame on Caffeine. Well, you know Caffeine did that. Now they gonna do their little Harry Potter magician tricks and things like that to try to make the numbers not seem to be as what it is. But you can't, because they wasn't expecting it to go 1.2 million. They wasn't expecting that to go 1.2 million. But it did. And guess what else they showing you? That less is better. Doing less is better. So on the biggest night of Rock's career, the numbers hit 1.2 million at $25 a pop. And that's the only way you could watch it. You couldn't watch it no other way. So they can't say, no, we started letting people in for free. And they thought, well, no, you didn't. So every last one of those numbers counted for $25 a pop. 1.2 million. 1,200,000 people purchased that for $25, breaking breaking something like almost a pay-per-view live stream world record. Literally. I think they said Conor McGregor is the highest up there with 1 point something. But that one right there at 25 a pop. Less is better. Less is better. You sell your eggs $50 an egg. I sell my egg $25 an egg. You sold 10,000 eggs. I sold 1 million eggs. So who made out more? Right. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some question, it's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.